Hello viewers, good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to UN Digital class. I am Rashmiranjan Mishra, lecturer and head of the department of Bachelor of Business Administration. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter relating to cost and management accounting, that is relating to cost sheet. So before work out that problem relating to cost sheet, first we have to know what is the basic concept or the cost required at the time of a calculation of a cost sheet, and what are the items taken into consideration, which are the items that are purely excluded at the time of a preparation of a cost sheet. Then there are certain simple problems as well as typical problems that will be worked out relating to cost study. So listen carefully, we will discuss one by one. So before entering into the detailed summary of a cost sheet, first we must have to know what do you mean by cost and what are the elements of cost. Generally, cost represents the sum total of all expenditure incurred for producing a product or providing service. The total amount of expenditure when it is incurred for producing a product, that total or the sum of that expenses is called as the cost. So that cost includes various elements, or when a product is produced or a service is provided, relating to that various head of expenses will incur, and we will classify that under the head of element of cost. Generally, the element of cost is divided into three parts. One is material, second one is labor, third one is expenses. So material means the physical commodity which is incurred for producing a output or producing a product. Then labor, the person or the employees those worked for producing a product, and in return they are getting wages or salary. And expenses means the amount paid for producing product. So relating to material, labor and expenses, every head of items are divided into two parts, that is direct, another one is indirect. So under material, that is direct material and indirect material. Under labor, that is direct labor and indirect labor, and under expenses there is direct expenses and indirect expenses. So the sum total of all indirect, that means indirect material, indirect labor and indirect expenses, that is totally called as overheads, and this overhead is divided into certain parts, that is manufacturing or works or factory overhead. The second one is office or administrative overhead. Then the third one is selling overhead, and the fourth one is distribution overhead. So this is the detailed element or the total item of a cost or element of a cost. So taking into consideration these total item of a cost, we will prepare a cost sheet. But before that, first we have to know what is direct and what is indirect. So direct means which is directly incurred for producing a output or producing a product or providing a service. Then indirect means the term indirect refers to which is not directly allocated, but which can be apportioned to or absorbed by different cost center or cost unit. So if we take into consideration this total element of a cost, then we can classify, or the preparation of a cost sheet is equal to, we can find out various heads of items. So first, direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses, that gives prime cost. And when we add prime cost with factory or works overhead, that is known as factory cost. So the factory overhead means the items or the head of expenses, those are purely related for a factory expenses. That means factory rent, factory lighting, factory manager salary, consumable stores, lubricants, oil, grease, whatever may be, which is purely related for factory, that is coming under your factory overhead. So factory overhead, when it is added with the prime cost, that is called as factory cost. And if we add factory cost with office or administrative overhead, then we find our result is cost of production. So administrative overhead or office overhead means the item of expenses which is purely related for administrative purpose or office purpose. For example, office manager salary, office rent, office lighting, or telephone bill, telegram, any other head of expenses which is purely related for administrative purpose or office purpose, that is coming under office overhead or administrative overhead. So the cost of production can be find out by adding factory cost with the administrative overhead. Then if we will add cost of production with selling and distribution overhead, that results as total cost, or it can also be said as cost of sales. So selling and distribution overhead, this is another type of indirect expenses. Selling overhead, which is basically relating to selling the product, advertising, sales manager salary, any type of promotional expenses. So that is coming under selling overhead. Distribution overhead means packing of a product, delivery van expenses, or any other which is purely related for taking the product from the organization and selling it in front of the consumer or customers. That is coming under selling and distribution overhead. So when selling and distribution overhead is added with the cost of production, that result is total cost, or we can say as cost of sales. And if we will add cost of sales with profit, or we will deduct loss, then this result as sales or selling price. So when there is a case of a profit or that is a case of loss, we can add the amount of profit or we can deduct the amount of loss. So either there is a case of profit or there is a case of loss. Profit means we add it with the cost of sales, loss means we deduct that from cost of sales. So the result is sales or selling price. This result is known as a cost of producing a product or providing a service, and the amount represents the sales or the selling price of a particular product. So taking into consideration of these head or this statement, we can prepare a cost sheet and accordingly we will work out a problem. Now we can discuss what is cost sheet and what is the statement or the format of cost sheet, and accordingly we will work out a problem taking into consideration various elements of a cost which we will discussed previously. So cost sheet means it is a statement and it is designed to show the output of a product produced or service rendered. So generally cost sheet is a statement form which is designed or which is prepared taking into consideration various items of a cost, the segregation of a cost taking into consideration, we can prepare the cost sheet, and that is designed in such a way that we can find out the total cost incurred for producing a product or providing service. We can also ascertain the cost per unit that is produced or the cost per unit of a service that is rendered by the organization. So when the total cost is divided by the number of unit produced, then we can find out the cost per unit of a product. So how that cost sheet will be prepared? The cost sheet, it is otherwise called as a statement of cost because it is one statement which take into consideration various items of a cost. That means the segregation of a cost will taken into consideration at the time of preparing cost sheet. So we can work out, that means when there is a case of a direct material, then direct labor, and if any direct expenses is there, then that will be taken into consideration. This is the total cost column. So we have to put the amount that the total is called as our prime cost. Then when we add prime cost with factory overhead or works overhead or manufacturing overhead, then that is called as factory cost. So prime cost with factory overhead, that is called as factory cost. And when we add factory cost with office or administrative overhead, so this represents the result of cost of production. And in addition to cost of production, when we add selling and distribution overhead, this represents the total cost, or it is otherwise called as a cost of sales. Then if there is a case of a profit, we add it, or if there is a case of loss, then we deduct it, and the total amount that represents sales or selling price. So this is the detailed statement of cost sheet. Material, labor and expenses, the sum total of all is called as a prime cost. This is the total cost column and this is the cost per unit. If the number of unit produced is there, then we can written it as this number of a unit produced on the right side of the statement. So the total cost divided by the total number of unit, that is the cost per unit. So we can divide the amount of expenses with the number of unit. In each case we can find out the cost per unit, or in total we can also find out the cost per unit. So prime cost with the factory overhead, that represents factory cost plus administrative overhead, that represents cost of production with the selling and distribution overhead, that is represents total cost, and total cost, if there is a case of a profit we add it, that represents sales. If there is a case of a loss we deduct it, that also represents sales. In certain cases sales amount that is given, so sales and total cost, the difference is either a case of profit or a case of a loss. If the sales is more, there is a case of profit. If the sales amount less, there is a case of a loss. So this item or this amount of head of a amount, that either that is given in the question, or we can also find out by taking into consideration the cost and a sales. So there will be a simple problem we will work out according to this statement, and we can find out what is the total cost incurred for producing a product, or what is the amount of profit, or what is the amount of sales. As per the question we will work out, then you become very clear how the cost sheet will be prepared. So we can now will go to switch over the part of problem, and accordingly we can discuss or you can understand better. So now we will work out a problem relating to this question. So as per this question, calculate prime cost, factory cost, cost of production, cost of sales and profit as per the following particulars. So the question is there, various item of expenses relating to different head of overhead is given, along with the direct expenses also there. So how we will prepare the statement of cost or cost sheet taking into consideration these item of expenses. So before preparation of a cost sheet, first we have to be discussed, or we must have to be know there are certain item of expenses which are purely excluded at the time of preparing cost sheet. So these items purely taking into consideration, which are taking into consideration appropriation of a profit, or that is relating to financial nature of items, so which are purely financial nature, that will be taken into consideration at the time of preparing financial account or final account. So that item of expenses or item of incomes that is purely excluded at the time of preparing cost sheet. That may be, some examples are there: income tax, transfer to reserve, or appropriation of a profit, or that is dividend, or any other item of expenses. So purely that is not taking into consideration at the time of preparation of a cost sheet. So if that head of items of income or expenses that is given, so we will not take into consider at the time of preparation of a cost sheet. So how we will prepare? This is the format of a cost sheet. We must have to mention on the top, that is statement of a cost or cost sheet. One column that is relating to particulars, where we mention all item of expenses, both direct and indirect. There is one column relating to total cost, another column that is relating to cost per unit. So how will we calculate the cost sheet, or how will we calculate the total cost for producing a product? So first we take into consideration direct material and a direct wages. So direct material, the amount is 1 lakh. Direct wages, that is the amount is 30,000. So we add it, the total represents prime cost. Here the prime cost is 1,30,000. So as per the question, prime cost we calculate, and the total amount of prime cost is 1,30,000. Then when we add the prime cost with factory overhead, we can find out, or the result is factory cost. So what is factory overhead, or what are the items that is taking into consideration under factory overhead? So factory overhead means those items that is purely relating to factory, or for producing a product at the time of a production, the item of expenses which is purely related for a factory, that is coming under your factory overhead. So there is one expenses which is wages of a foreman, that is coming under factory overhead. wages of foreman. So as there are several items, we must have to mention it in the inner column. The amount is 2500. Electric power, that is also one head of expenses coming under factory overhead. The amount is 500. Then relating to lighting, there is one item that is related to factory overhead, another is relating to office. So we must have to consider only factory lighting under factory overhead. Factory lighting. So the amount is 1500. Office lighting, that is coming under office overhead. Next one is storekeeper wages. This is also coming under factory overhead. Storekeeper wages, the amount is 1000. Next is oil, also taking into consideration under factory overhead, the amount is 500. Then another head of expenses, that is rent. There is one factory rent, another one is office rent. So we consider only factory rent. The amount is 5000. Office rent coming under office overhead. Transfer to reserve, that is not taking into consideration as it is coming under appropriation of profit. Dividend also not taking into consideration as it is appropriation of profit. There is under one item, that is depreciation, and that is relating to factory plant and office premises. We must consider factory plant depreciation. The amount is 500. Depreciation on factory plant, the amount, that is 500. Consumable stores also taking into consideration under factory overhead because it is required at the time of producing a product. So the amount is consumable stores, that is 2500. Then manager salary, that is office overhead. Director fees, office overhead. Office stationery, office overhead. Telephone also office overhead. Postage also office overhead. So there is no other item that is coming under factory overhead. So we must add the total amount of a factory overhead. The total amount of factory overhead is 14,000. So we add the total amount of a factory overhead, that is 14,000 with prime cost. The amount of a factory cost, that is 1,44,000. This results the factory cost. The factory cost worked out. Then we must add factory cost with administrative or office overhead. The amount of office overhead taking into consideration one item, that is office lighting. Office light, the amount is 500. Next one is office rent, that is 2,500. Next one is depreciation on office premises, 1,250. Next manager salary, that is 5,000. Next director fees, that is 1,250. Next is office stationery, the amount is 500. Next telephone postage, also taking into consideration because it is office overhead, the amount of a telephone is 125, and the postage amount, that is 250. Then salesman, that is selling overhead. Traveling expenses also selling and distribution. Advertising also there. Warehouse expenses also there. So there is no other items under office overhead. So the total amount of office overhead is 5. 11,375. We must add it with the factory cost. The total amount of cost of production is 1,55,375. This represents cost of production. So the cost of production is worked out. Then when we add cost of production with selling and distribution overhead, that represents total cost or cost of sales. So the cost of sales can be taking into consideration the item of a cost of a production. We will find out cost of a sales. There are certain items that is coming under selling and distribution overhead. So we must consider that 1,55,375, that represents the cost of production. We must take into consideration the selling and distribution overhead at the time of preparing cost sheet to find out cost of sales. So we add it with the cost of production, selling and distribution overhead. So there are certain items, that is salesman salary. The amount is 1250. Another one is traveling expenses, that is 500. Next one is advertising, that is also selling and distribution overhead, 1250. Warehouse expenses, that is also selling and distribution overhead, the amount is 500. Then income tax is not taking into consideration, it is as appropriation of profit or financial nature of items, but carries outward, that is taking into consideration under selling overhead. Carries outward, because the goods are taking into consideration from the organization to the market. So this is known as carries outward. The amount of expenditure incurred when a product is transferred from organization to market, that is carries outward expenses. So this is the total of selling and distribution overhead. We must add it. $3,875. So we must mention it, and the total is $1,59,250. This represents total cost or cost of sales. The question is there, calculate cost of sales. The amount of cost of sales is 1,59,250. So when we add total cost with profit, that represents sales or selling price, but here profit is not mentioned, but the selling price or the sales is there. The amount of sales is 1,89,500. So the difference between sales and a total cost, that represents profit. So we must deduct it, 1,89,500 minus 1,59,250. So that is 30,250. This is the balancing figure. The amount of profit is 30,250. So this is the sum total of a statement of a cost or a cost sheet, and we can find out one by one as per the question mentioned. So this is our today's discussion relating to cost sheet and a problem and a solution relating to cost sheet. In our next class, we will discuss treatment of a stock and how that treatment of a stock will be considered at the time of preparing a cost sheet. So till then, thank you, bye bye.